Right, hello everybody. I'm very excited to be here today and talking to Celia from Rutland Dog Walking. Celia, hello, and thanks for spending some time with me. I just really wanted to just say very briefly that I love looking at your Instagram page. You look like you have so much fun with your own dogs and other families' dogs. So what a fantastic, so I've got a thing flashed up on my screen there. What a fantastic job you've got. I'm sure the envy of a lot of people out there. So, thank you for your time. I just wanted to ask you very briefly, how did you come up with your idea and how long have you been doing it, and tell me all about what you do and some of the dogs that of course you look after.
Hi, well, thank you for having us. I started the business about 4 years ago. I kind of started just as a temporary little thing to keep me busy for a while. I always wanted to be a solicitor, and I thought I'll just do this for a couple of months and then I'll get a real job. As soon as I'd spent a couple of days working with dogs, I thought I'm never going to do anything else. Now there's we've got 3 other ladies who work with us, and we cover all of Stamford and Rutland. And we've got our own enclosed dog walking field. So we do all our walks up there, and that's where you see all the videos on Instagram of all the dogs causing chaos running around.
And that's totally enclosed and safe place for puppies as well, isn't it? And as well as other.
Yes, it's really good for puppies because you can let them off and you know that they can't run off and cause trouble. And then I've got 3 dogs of my own. This is Roland, a sausage dog, and then I've got 2 duck-tolling retrievers as well, Flynn and Fergus.
They're very sweet. They're lovely, and they often feature in, like you say, some of your videos.
Always.
Well, I just wonder if you wouldn't mind sharing, a few top tips on how to keep your dogs happy. We're very much aware of how much happiness they bring to us and as a family. And I think having, this period of time in lockdown when we're very anxious, very worried about everything and upset about situations, quite how important dogs are. And it's perhaps a bit of time for us to, give back to them. I was just saying before we came on to camera, there's an article in the paper today in the Times all about how dogs are helping us during isolation. It's perfect timing. We arranged this a couple of days ago, and here's the article coming up to reinforce what we wanted to discuss. But there's a really sweet quote I want to just read out by Emily Dean, and it's: "Dogs begin each day with a rebooted mental state and a happy heart." And I think that's a really gorgeous quote. It really sums up that when you come down in the morning, they're there, no matter what you're worrying about overnight, etc., or the start of another tough day, your dogs are really happy to see you. And I think if you could just share a couple of fun ideas, that would be really lovely as a fun way for the family or the kids to interact with their dogs that they might not have thought of.
Yeah, definitely. I think what you're saying about us being really stressed, I think it's good to have your dogs with you because obviously they distract you. You can give them a squeeze and it's relaxing for you, but it's also worth remembering that they pick up on your stress. So, if you're stressed every day, be wary of the fact that your dogs pick up on that. So some of this stuff I'm going to talk through is good for kind of distracting your dog, engaging their brain, because my dog's having 1 walk a day is not enough for them. They're going absolutely stir crazy. So little activities that let them use their nose, use their brain a bit, let them decompress and de-stress, and also give you a little bit of free time without your dogs nagging you, because I know mine are just following me around the house.
It's all, we've all got work. We've got lots of work to do as well during this period of time, and you can't be constantly with them and looking after them. And I think that's a great idea. So let's see what you've got. Show us what you've got.
So I've got loads of things. I think the most common one that people have is probably a Kong. So either for feeding their regular meals, you can put their kibble in there, bit of water and freeze it. Roland's going mad now. Or natural yogurt, peanut butter, stick it in the freezer for a bit, keep them entertained for a good half an hour. There we go. And then similar to the Kong is the wobble Kong, and this is how I feed my dogs quite often. I don't know if you can still get them on Amazon, I think. So I fill it up with their dinner, and then they have to bash it around and get the food to come out of the hole. But you can make kind of DIY at home ones with like old kitchen roll tubes, scrunch up at the end, put the food inside, cut some little holes in it, or water bottles, poke some holes in it.
Would milk cartons work in the same way? Would they work? Yeah, okay.
Milk cartons, anything like that. Dogs can just bash them around, rip them up. Another good one, something that everyone has at home, cake tin.
Yeah.
So what we do is we put a little bit of food in each one and put a tennis ball or scrunched up paper or a toy or something on top of each hole, and then put it down for them. He's been having his dinner.
That's
and
a
then they
great
have
idea.
to knock everything out of the way and get their dinner. And you can do the same if you don't have a cake tin, or just to mix it up a bit in a cardboard box, or in a cereal box is a good one, because I know my dogs love ripping up cardboard. Just shove loads of paper and their dinner all scrunched up in it in the cereal box. And they'll have hours of fun.
Does it work with teenage children? Hiding a bit of snack, I don't know, biscuits in there.
Yeah. And then the one that my dogs absolutely love is a snuffle mat.
Oh my God, what's that?
You can make them at home if you buy rubber matting, like I think they're like front door mats. Okay. And then just buy lots of bits of material onto them. You can buy them pre-made as well on Amazon, or some local dog training companies that I know make them. And I literally pour their dinner in there, put it on the floor, and they have to snuffle around.
Hilarious. That sounds great fun.
Yeah, it keeps them entertained. And it makes their dinner last for about an hour as well, whereas usually they just scoff the whole bowl and be gone.
I've got a Labrador and she's so greedy, and she's gone in, seconds her meal, so that would be quite good fun.
Yeah, and again, if you don't have this, you can do the same scatter feeding, just throwing the food around the garden, which I think some people think, that seems a bit mean, they should have a nice bowl to eat out of. But yeah, we just throw the food around the patio, around the grass, and the dogs have to run around sniffing it out. It just means that they're using their nose, which is tiring them out.
Yeah, good idea. Really good idea.
Using their natural instincts, yeah. And that's super easy as well, especially in the morning when you're getting ready, even when you go back to work, just to chuck the food outside, let them sniff around while you go and get ready. And then they've had a bit of enrichment before you even start the day.
That's a great idea. Now, actually, you just touched on it there that I think we spoke about just briefly before we started recording this. We're going to be, hopefully, at some point will all be restrictions lifted and all going back to work again. Our dogs certainly have been enjoying the walk that we've been going on every day, and the increased company that we've had, and the playing and being with them. And going back to work again, I think our dogs are going to notice that straight away when we'll go again. So I hope that you've got some good plans as to how you can help people and look after their dogs again, because they're going to miss us, aren't they, when we're back working and things.
Yeah, of course. So I think another important thing is to remember to give your dog space while we're all at home, is to try and leave them on their own if you can, because I know my dogs used to be used to being left for a couple of hours on their own, and now they're going to have 6 weeks of constant being with people. So we're trying to kind of give them half an hour here or there where we shut them in the kitchen where they'd usually be left, and give them a bit of time on their own, so that it's not such a shock.
Get their routine back to, I suppose, what they used to. That's a really good point. I've not thought of that. I mean, yes, suddenly our dog's with us all the time, and there's always someone going by and giving her a stroke or something, and she's got to have a bit of time to just be herself, hasn't she, and be on her own. That's a really good point.
Yeah, and then when you go back to work, I mean, we offer group walks where your dog will be with other dogs, and they can have an hour running around the field, let loose, chasing balls, interacting. It's that kind of social aspect for them if they've been used to seeing you and going out on long walks. And I don't know about you, but where we are now, there's suddenly so many people out on the walks that we've been going, and the dogs have been seeing other dogs and having play dates with other dogs, seeing people out. So we kind of offer things like that, and we have very social groups where we kind of match the dogs on their levels. I mean, my dogs all play like wild, so we take them out with other dogs that are wild, and then you get some dogs that just want a gentle plod along. And
different ages, like you say, of dogs need different things too, don't they?
And different breeds. You've got some dogs that want to charge around, and some dogs that like their space a little bit more. So just like us humans. Yeah, definitely. They all have their little person.
Tell me about some of your favourite dogs that you look after, Celia. Give me a little insight onto some of their characteristics.
So we've got a lot of sausage dogs. Roland loves so many sausage dogs. Yeah, he's got all his sausage dog pals, and they're all the same. They all want to bark at everyone. Small dog syndrome. It's quite funny seeing them all with their little legs charging around the field. We've got lots of very lively Vizslers, which I love. We call it getting Vizslered at work, when they all just run straight into you and knock you flying. And yeah, I think around here we have lots of working dog breeds, so lots of crazy spaniels, lots of Labradors that want to chase a ball non-stop. Yeah, it's quite strange actually, because we've got lots of dogs that we're used to seeing every day, and then suddenly we've had 3 weeks without them, and I'm like,
I'd say I've seen some of your Instagram posts, and you kind of repost happy days of times with certain dogs and things.
Yeah.
And I guess you've had to completely stop what you've been doing, haven't you? You can't adapt your offering in any way, so you can't look after.
So we're renting out the field.
Key workers' dogs still. Anything like that you're doing? Yeah,
we're doing pop-in visits still for key workers, just to break up their day a little bit, and a couple of people who are unable to look after their own dog at the moment, helping them out with pop-in visits. But we're also renting out the field, because obviously renting out one-on-one, so people can guarantee they're not going to see other people, and it gives them opportunities to let the dogs off lead safely. And have a run around, because I don't know about other places, but in Oakham now they've said you can't let your dogs off in the parks and things like that. So yeah, quite a few people have been renting the field just to give their dogs a chance to run free.
For an hour, do they take that from you? Yeah.
Yeah, so you can do an hour or 30 minutes. You can do it via our website on the Rutland Dog Walker. Hour or 30 minutes, and it's kind of, I think, 7 till 7 every day it's available.
I'll put all your details in this post, so we can find you that way. So thank you very much, Celia, for sharing your top tips there. I love the little snuffle mat thing. That's so cute. I'll get my daughter to make one of those for our dog and see how we get on with that. Thank you for your advice. I'm going to go and get the paper in a minute and read that article, because it does sound really, really interesting to hear how other dogs are helping some of these people and whatever. And I'll also put details of your website and how people can make contact with you. But keep your Instagram posts going. I love seeing all your lovely dogs out there. And thanks for the time today. And best of luck and best wishes to you and your family and your little dog there, Stingy Roland, and your other two. And hopefully we'll catch up with you sometime soon.
Well, thank you very much.
Okay, take care.
Thank you. Bye.